also like to highlight a few of the guys. I saw Mike Paschal, Johnny Muck, a few of the other guys sporting a lot of the old school handlebar, porn star, whatever you want to call them, mustaches. It's always nice to see some of the fun old traditions come back to the game, especially in 2012. Get a few guys like Tommy O'Connor that he's had it his whole life.
Yeah, he's the trendsetter, I think.
He is the trendsetter, that's for sure.
Terry Roof will be dropping the puck here to start the third period. Good work by Terry Roof and Mike Wojo working this game this evening. Third period underway. 40 seconds left on the power play for White. And Wachinski bringing it out. Wachinski with the shot. Leon the save. Comes out into the slot. It's picked up by Jim Wright. He chips it ahead for Rosen. Rosen didn't get good wood on it. It's picked up by Jidu. Back for Wachinski again. Wachinski to the line.
He said
tries to drag it through and he is stopped by Yelich. Yelich looking for Wright. That's going to be offside as Wright got in his stride ahead. Couldn't quite hold up there as Yelich was dragging the puck.
Yelich a little excited over that. He didn't like his play there, coughing it up.
A defender between him and Jim Wright is possibly didn't see Jim from his back arm quite ahead. On the draw, chopped up high in the air where Jidu will get it back into his own corner. Being harassed by Burnett, stops and turns and gets away from him. Back into the corner, the teams are back at full strength. Burnett steals it away from Rogers. Gives it for Muck, and a long pass for Wright off his stick. Retains it though, here is Wright. Backhand pass for Rosen in the shot. Tequila, another good save. He's moving great laterally, John.
Came right across to stop him too. Jim Wright, I think it surprised Jimmy Rosen. Jim Wright gave the pass, and it's something that doesn't happen often. Jim Wright passing the puck. So I think it really handcuffed him, startled him. And actually, I think he ought to grab that puck and autographed it. I'm not sure.
Here's Gould with a shot that goes just wide. Joe Dunn clears that one. It won't make it for icing. Marshall there chips it off the boards, but Jidu controls. Sends it in the slot where Crawford will pick it off for White. Fighting with Rogers there for the puck. Back around behind the net for DeFrancisco. DeFrancisco fans on it, but controls again. Sends it back across for Muck. I'm sorry, that was Marshall. That's knocked down by Jidu at the line. On the clearing attempt by DeFrancisco. Through the slot, Rogers can't quite get a hold of it. Now it's picked up by Joe Gould. Gould gets away from Zafon, sends it up through the middle. Out over the line. Joey Dunn chips it back in. Where Marshall will get it again back for DeFrancisco. DeFrancisco across the line. Going wide, coming in. Oh, cross goal pass there for Gould, and it just hopped his stick. DeFrancisco skating around with it again. Here's another pass for Gould. Gould gets a shot, but that one went off the leg of Dunn, and it comes out toward the line, and it's picked up by Nelson. Nelson in on Leon. Drags it through, shot it wide. Comes back. Come behind them, trying to bank it off of Leon.
Tried to put it off his head.
Bidas with the pass for Crawford. He leaves it there for DeFrancisco. Score! What a great shot by DeFrancisco up into the top of the net.
He put that through a hole about 4 inches by 4 inches. What a great shot that was. And I wanted to mention earlier that in between the second and third period, someone threw a squid down on the ice. An octopus. I think it was a squid.
Yeah, being in Fredonia, we don't have the money that Detroit has, so we got to go with something a little bit smaller.
Well, maintenance got that off in a hurry.
Here comes Bidas with the shot, and he scores! 2 goals. Very quickly. 2 goals in 9 seconds.
There it goes. Yeah, it was definitely a squid. The octopus, they need a backhoe to get it off the ice. My bad.
White taking a quick 5-3 lead there. Seems the one that were going off the post are now going in. Back to the line, it's picked up by Nelson. Nelson working his way in, and it's shot away by Yelich. Oh, and Leone ends up putting it into his own net, and Nelson will get credit for that. His fourth.
Well, I think you're seeing both teams a little fatigued here tonight. They're starting to go end-to-end defense, a little tired looking. That's men's league hockey.
Yeah, you're going to occasionally get a forward or a defenseman who gets a burst of energy, and he'll get past some guys. And here we go now as O'Connor has it over the line, looking for Nelson again. Nelson chips it back for O'Connor, sends it cross ice, and it's picked off by Bidas. Bidas with a flip pass up for Giles, who's got a break. Giles in. Oh, what a great pass save by Tequila. Picked up by Bidas again. Now for Burnett, the backhand. And another sprawling save by Tequila. Comes back to the line. Yelich with a shot. Tequila, another save and score. And a rebound. It's Bidas again.
Now you're starting to see the floodgates open, going both ways here. This is what it's all about. Bar league hockey, baby.
4 goals in 50 seconds between the two teams here, and it's now 6-4 White. Bidas with a pair in the period. On the draw, here comes Gideon over the line. Hard shot there. Now Buck will just send it out of the zone. Joey Gunn for Zapline. Clear of the zone. Zapline into the shot. Oh, glove save by Leone.
Nice save by Sammy Leone. He saw that the whole way coming, got his glove on it. Little hop up. I think it juiced him up a little bit after getting scored on there. Looks like he's ready for a few more shots.
Got to help his confidence a little bit with his team scoring 3 here in the first 3.5 minutes of the period. To being a 2-goal lead. Here comes Rosen. Rosen for Jim Wright, and that's going to be offside. Just slipping in over the line.
Nice gesture by Jim Wright. Got to get a few brownie points by handing the ref the puck. Probably won't work, but nice gesture.
Never hurts. Crawford and Zapline for the draw. That goes off the glove of Crawford. In front from Wright. Tequila the save. Out in front, Zapline picks it up out of the air. Sending it up for Gidu. Gets around Marshall. Gidu still with it. On the backhand, trying to drag it in front. Can't do it. It goes in behind the net. Gidu recovers. Comes across ice looking for Paschal. Paschal the shot. And another long pass looking for Jim Wright. Joe Dunn stops that one and sends it back into the white zone where DeFrancisco comes up with it. DeFrancisco to center, dumping it into the corner. Tequila stops it, leaves it for Paschal. Paschal in behind his own net, sends it around looking for Rogers. Rogers gave it away. Here's Marshall with the shot, scores! Aaron Marshall!
Looks like he caught the screen there. Dark goaltender. It looked like he got screened in front through traffic. I don't think he's happy about that one.
He's really kept the black team in this for a while, and now that giveaway there just left Marshall with the puck at the point. He walked in a little bit and then shot it into the lower right hand on the glove side. Now on the draw, it's picked up by Nelson. Chopped away by Burnett. Burnett into the corner. Long high pass. This is going to be icing. It is. Tequila had to cover the corner of the net there as the puck was kind of swimming around.
late in the game, the ice gets all choppy, a lot of snow there. You never know where that puck's going to go. Roll up on end and go side of the net between your legs if you're not paying attention. You got to be on your toes all the time as a goaltender.
Absolutely. Tequila playing it safe there. A 3-goal deficit right now. Looking for his team to...
Mike Nelson having a temper tantrum or something out there, losing his mind.
And he's going to go again. And it looks like another unsportsmanlike on Mike Nelson. Little trouble working the door.
Well, Mike Nelson coming unglued a little bit, but not quite sure what that's all about.
He had a little problem with Joe Gould there. He gave him a little slash as he came around behind the net, and I'm not sure what Joe did to get Nelson's ire up, but now we're going to move the faceoff outside because of the penalty to Nelson.
That's in Joe's repertoire. He likes to throw the stick around a little bit. It's all part of the game.
On the draw, Nelson's still chirping from the box.
A lot of energy. I think he cooked a few too many burgers today at the stand up in Irving, New York, where he works.
O'Connor in, now Joe Gould picks it back up. White on the power play with a 3-goal lead as Burnett brings it in. Wojcinski keeping him to the outside. Still with it, now Wojcinski steals it from him and skating out with it. O'Connor going with him. Wojcinski, DeFrancisco chops it off his stick and now controlling. Up to center ice and now to the line. In over the line to the circle. Tried to go short high and Tequila wise to that move. Here's a pass across ice picked up by Vitus. Vitus. Slick move there by Giles to stop it with a skate to get a shot. Tequila stopped that one. Back to the point to Vitus. Vitus winds up with a shot and an easy glove save by Tequila there.
Still trying to keep that under control there. A couple of these guys swarming around the net. You never know. That pops out. That's an easy rebound shot. He's trying to control it, and I don't blame him. It's worth taking the face off in your own zone to make sure you got the play under control.
Wins the draw for Joe Dunn, and up for Zaplon, who picks that one off with his hand. Yelich will turn it the other way, though. Yelich in over the line, top of the circle with a shot. That's tipped up right over top of the net. Vitus picks it up in the corner. Comes back out to the point for Giles. Giles sending it back in around behind the net. Yelich trying to keep up with it, but he can't. Now Vitus has it, though. Vitus in behind the net, looking for a cutter. It's Giles. Can't get his stick on it. Luke Crawford with it now, into the corner. Crawford sends it in front, it's picked off by Zaplon. Turns around, trying to get away from Crawford and does. Zaplon to his own line to center, now to the white blue line. Comes in, shot, glove save by Leon. I think that was going wide, but he's not taking any chances with a 3-goal lead.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes. 5:04 left in the third period. Lots can happen.
Yeah, it's by no means over yet.
Big penalty up by Mike Nelson, full strength here, both teams.
Yes, he's retreating to the bench and considerably quieter than he was a few minutes ago. Here's Vitus looking for a breakaway. He's got Giles with him. It's a 2-on-0. Oh, and he lost control of the puck and it's picked up by Giroux. Long pass for Rogers is too far. Comes back across ice here for Yelich, who sends it back up for Giles. Giles to the line, gets around Pachel. Backhand pass goes off. He scores. Justin Giles there on the short side of Tequila. And 3 in a row by White gives him an 8-4 lead. Causing stroke tripping to the referees. Leading on the right, I got Joe Dunn and Andrew Wheelock. They've seen enough out of their teammate trying to chase them back to the bench.
Mikey the Show Nelson putting on what seems to be a nice little show for the audience here. Sometimes if you, I don't know if he got ejected here or he just had enough. Well, I'm sure the trainers have a little Ritalin ready for him back in the locker room or Prozac, whichever.
Shut the fucking door! Let's go, boys. Let's fucking play. Come on.
And that'll go in the books as a game misconduct.
Well, back to the action at least.
That coming at 7-18 in the white team. After the Mike Nelson show is retreated to the locker room. Oh, O'Connor got Zaflon right on the ankle, and that didn't feel good. Joe Dunn chipped it back out over the line. DeFrancisco has to hold while Jim Wright comes back out over. DeFrancisco still playing with it, now in over the line. DeFrancisco turns again. Sends it in front for Rosen. Rosen tequila, the save. Knocked it away from Jim Wright, and Wheelock sends it around the boards where it'll be stopped by Marshall at the point. Marshall chipping it back in for Rosen. That's tipped just wide by Jim Wright on the pass by Rosen. Coming back up here is Wojcinski.
Good for the documentary at least.
And Aaron Marshall bringing it in for Luke Crawford. Crawford, oh, and a good save there by Jaquila.
Nice save, too.
I want
to apologize ahead of time to all the viewers of this video. I'm not a very good cameraman here, and we try to do the best we can here at Fredonia State University, trying to keep everything in order. And my apologies. So if you're throwing up because of my camera skills, I'm very sorry.
Well, you know, it's probably a good thing with the look of some of these guys' faces. It might not be a bad idea to keep the camera out at a wide angle.
It's a lot harder than it looks, I'll tell you that.
A newfound respect for those guys at the arena.
Those cameras are huge.
Off the skate of Zaflon into the white zone where it'll be picked up by Dave Wright. Turns around off Burnett's stick. Joe Gould tipping it across, picked up by Corey Gidu. Gidu getting around Gould. Oh, but Gould with a good stick to stop him there, but Rogers picks it back up, and that's onto the stick of Burnett going the other way. He's got Gould with him. Fighting him off. There's the pass for Gould, but it's in behind him, and it's picked up by Wheelock. Wheelock leaves it for Zaflon. Zaflon to the line. In over the line. Zaflon's still with it. Coming in around behind the net. Back to the point for Casey. The shot tipped just wide by Yelich. Helping his goaltender out there a little bit. Here's Zaflon in the corner again. Back up the board. That's picked up by Dave Wright. He sends it across for Joe Gould. Gould up for Burnett. Mike Casey to the line, but Gould keeps it in. Back into the corner for Dave Wright. Sends it back to the circle for Joe Gould. Still has it, but a nice play by Zaflon to break that one up and chip it out of the zone. Yelich chipping it past Zaflon. Burnett gave it away to Gidu. He's bringing it in over the line. There's the shot. Leon pad save. Rebound. Another save by Leon. And he'll hold it there with 2:17 remaining in the third. 8-4 White.
Nice save and rebound recovery save as well. Stretch him out a little bit too. 8-4 here in the third period.
Black's got any offense in him. It's time to break it out.
We talked about that all game. Short bench, and I think you're seeing it catch up with them right now.
Sean, I got to believe you're right there. The white team has scored the last 3 goals here. Not many chances for the black team, so fatigue probably definitely is a factor. Here comes Crawford with the shot. Scores up into the top shelf. Luke Crawford.
Wow. Crawford, nice goal there. Luke Crawford, younger brother to Brian Crawford, who as a child just starting hockey, I believe as a 4 or 5-year-old. Nice to see the hockey circle take effect with maybe third generation with his father.
Oh, the Corey Gidu with a tap-in goal on the pass from Wojcinski.
Father John Crawford. My apology for the delay.
That's all right. Luke Crawford spending some time between New York City and Pittsburgh here in town for the Monday Night Classic. So it brings him back from all over the country.
Hockey makes you travel anywhere you can get your wheels on, that's for sure.
It does start at a young age, all the traveling. Here's a long pass for Giles, and Giles has a break. Paschal threw his stick at it, and a nice play by Giles, who will score his second of the period.
Now it's starting to get a little ridiculous now with the dark bench just had enough. You could tell the wind's just knocked right out of them. And they're resorting to the old going to stick defense move. And hey, if it would have worked, great. Otherwise, it might have been a penalty shot. But you know what? Who the hell's counting? No problem.
Giles with a nice move to make sure anyway. Here's DeFrancisco with it. Chipped in over the line. Here's Crawford again. Crawford with Giles. Crawford tried to send it to Giles, but the pass a little too hard for him into the corner. Gidu picking it up. 1:13 remaining. Got Wojcinski and O'Connor with him. Here's Wojcinski. Gidu driving to the net. That pass just misconnecting. Off the stick of Crawford. Tequila out to play it. Picked up in a goal by Vitus. His hat-trick goal for Ron Vitus.
Well, it looked like they wanted to add an insurance goal just in case 55 seconds Dark were to come back 5 goals. So.
Well, they were coming fast and furious there between the 2.5 and 3 minute mark of this period. Of course, White had the better of them. They had 3 of those 4.
The 5th go-ahead goal. But the beer will taste good after here in about a half an hour, so everybody's going to be happy anyways.